So George, you mentioned spending less time online is something you'd like to explore today. And what would you say would be the benefits for you if you were to spend less time online?
I'm not really sure. Maybe find something more productive to do. But I don't know, I like to know what's going on with the news and with this virus. It's easy to get caught up in the online. Turn the phone on first thing in the morning or in the middle of the night, put the laptop on, and we go down all the different news feeds and rabbit holes, and next thing you know, a couple hours are gone and your stomach's growling because you're hungry, but you forget to feed yourself.
Mm. So you find that you're drawn to what's going on in the world and wanting that more information. So you've gone into sort of down that path, and you're wanting to find a way to pull back a bit.
Yeah, like I don't know, sometimes it's hard to discern which is the real news and which is the fake news. And you get so many different news feeds, and you have to try to figure out who's telling the truth.
Okay, so you're not sure that what you're reading is even accurate, but it's still drawing you in, and you're wanting to pull away from that.
And now they're saying something about a conspiracy with theory about this COVID virus, that it's all a conspiracy. So now I have to make sure I don't fall into that trap.
Okay, so you're having to put some filters in place. So, okay, that's too far down. I'm not believing that. I'm not buying into that.
Yeah.
So you mentioned putting down like these filters in place so that you don't fall down that or go down that road, if you will. So how are you putting those filters in place? What does that look like? How do you put those filters in place?
I don't know. I like to think I have some common sense. So if it doesn't sound right or too crazy to be true, been around a few BSers in my time, so I kind of can tell who's trying to pull my leg or not.
Like an internal radar.
Yeah.
And you trust that radar.
Yeah.
And that radar is basically sending a message right now about how much time you're spending online.
Yeah.
And you're hearing that, you're listening to that.
Yeah, I don't know, I just find it so hard. I sometimes can't help myself. I don't know. Seems to be habit already, that it's some kind of habit I have to try to break somehow.
Tell me more about that.
I don't know. I did last Sunday. I actually stayed offline the whole day. I think it was about 30 hours I stayed offline, and sometimes it's hard. I just had to maybe walk a little bit more, and I don't know. I'm not much of a reading person, so to read a book could be painful. So just had to, I don't know, walk, try to keep myself busy with other things. Was looking forward to the next morning when I could turn my phone back on.
So you were able to, like, you had success in being able to pull away from the phone.
Yeah.
You mentioned you did that as recent as last Sunday.
Yeah.
And something that helped you in doing that was being active or more active.
Yeah. Yes, it's like to, I don't know, not something I don't know if I could do again, but I know it's hard.
Yeah, that was a big step to take a full day away from the phone.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening in the news.
Feels like you're curious. You
Yeah,
want to know. You don't want to miss anything.
I have to ask the neighbor what's happening.
You put some strategies in place.
Well, I don't know. I just thought of that. Maybe he watches the news. I don't know.
So so you can find out from your neighbor whether you missed something.
Maybe, yeah.
What do you see as an advantage to reducing your time online?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I know I spend way too much time on there, and there's nothing to do really. Then I think maybe it started off because at work I used to be always online all day and now that there's no work, I just go there and look up stuff. And as soon as I think of something, I should go look that up. And then, so if I stop now, what would be an advantage? Maybe more time in the day for other things. But mind you, if I'm not working, what are other things?
So this time online almost became a filler for at work. You said you spent a lot of time online. That was part of your work. And then you had to go into this different era, I guess, or different, I don't know, different experience where you had to go inside, stay in the house, and not be able to go to work like you had in the past. And it sounds like going online filled some space for you.
Yeah, that's how you communicate with your friends and family. So, can't travel anywhere. So, not sure.
So being online is a way to stay connected with people that you care about.
Yeah, but it also sucks me down the rabbit hole right after. So,
And then you find that you're just being drawn in again.
yeah.
How important would you say it is, maybe if you were to scale it on a scale of 0 to 10, how important is it for you, 10 being high, to spend less time online every day? How much do you want that?
Well, I'd say maybe about a 6 or 7 for sure.
So it's fairly important for you to cut down that time.
Yeah.
When you think of that time online, and you mentioned maybe spending it elsewhere, is there something that is, I don't know, that appeals to you as far as less, okay, time online is one thing. Is there something else that's drawing you or appealing to you elsewhere?
I like to golf.
Okay.
I could get out, but the weather, depending on the weather, it's another thing for being online. If it's too hot or too cold or too rainy, then can't go outside. So then you just sit online inside.
Okay.
So if the weather was nice, it might make it easier.
So something that would appeal to you if you weren't online is to be golfing. Is there anything else you'd like to be doing if you weren't online?
I don't know. Maybe work on, maybe see if I can focus enough to do some reading.
Okay.
and get my mind off the world.
Okay. So reading kind of would be a way to distract yourself from stuff that is going on around you.
Yeah.
How confident do you think you would be that you could cut down time online?
Thing is, I like the audio book, so then I have to be online. I like to read it and hear it at the same time. So I almost have to be online to, I have to start reading without the audio book.
Okay. So you're recognizing your time online is it's not just necessarily the news, but it's connecting with family, your audiobook. There's other components about being online. It's not just news.
Oh yeah, there's always stuff different. So, but through the news, weather, I really like to follow the weather. So I get try different weather station channels, websites.
When you're checking out the 5 different weather channels, you're confirming that everybody's sending the same message.
Well, they're usually all different. So I have to pick the one I like.
Okay. Is that sort of the same way with the news, picking the information that...
Yeah, I kind of pick what you like. Maybe somebody soon will say, okay, you can go do whatever you want now.
Be wanting things to change.
Yeah, but it seemed like this, to call this the new normal. I hope not. For somebody with ADD and ADHD, the new normal is not very friendly.
What do you want this new normal to look like? How would you like it to be, George?
Back to the way it was.
Tell me about that.
Oh, go out and, I don't know, when you go golfing, you share a cart and talk to people and shake hands. And even when you go out, I'm always friendly to everybody, so I like to stop and talk. And now everybody stays 10 feet away from you. And, and when you're golfing or something, you have to go separate carts and you almost stay off the green. You're not on the green together or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Not the way I like it.
You want to be able to connect with people.
Yeah, I always enjoyed that.
Yeah. What else would you like this new normal to look like?
Not sure. I just want businesses to open up again so we can go back to work, and I don't know how long that's going to take. That's the hard part.
So, wondering, how confident are you that you can reduce that time online? 10 being, I'm very confident I can reduce that time online, and 0, not so confident I can reduce my time online.
I'm about a 5, I think. I've done it already. And kind of been thinking about trying that Sunday thing again. Just when I get up, just leave the phone off and don't even go into where my laptop is. And
You've been successful with spending less time online.
yeah.
And you want to be able to bring that forward. You're wondering if doing what you did last Sunday might be something you might try again.
Yeah, like if I do it again, maybe I can slowly get into a habit of just one day a week or something, and then maybe make it more often.
You
Online.
You got some ideas going on there.
Mm. My phone and I have been stuck at the hip, so to speak, for been on my hip for so many years already. Now it's if I don't have it in my pocket,
Oh, looks like we might have lost connection.
the hip. I feel like I lost it or I'm missing something.
So George, I think we lost connection there for a moment. Can you hear me?
Hello?
I think we lost connection there for a moment.
Yeah.
Did you hear me there?
No.
No, and I didn't hear you. So there we are. We didn't lose it. We didn't get totally disconnected, but we lost some connection there.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was,
I was moving and talking and you were just looking.
well, did I freeze?
Yeah, it wasn't an awkward though.
Oh, that's good. That's
There's a lot, most times when they freeze somebody's picture, it's
good. Well, I recognize we're coming to the end of our time together, George, but we've got another maybe 3 minutes or so, 4 minutes or so, and I'm just wondering, what do you think you need to increase your confidence that you could reduce that time online?
I don't know. I'm not sure what would increase my confidence. Maybe being able to do it a couple of weeks in a row.
So if you've had some success.
Yeah.
So
I have to get some family members to join me, stay offline. So I'm always wondering, are they trying to connect with me? So if everybody goes offline for the day.
so if your family decided to partner up with you to say, we're gonna shut down our cell phones, or we're gonna reduce that time online, you think that you would be able to be more successful as well?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Then I wouldn't be thinking that I'm missing something from them.
Is there anything else you think that would increase your confidence that you could reduce that time online?
Not that I could think of.
What do you think gives you that confidence to that 5 that you can do it?
Well, I already did it one Sunday. And I think I've done it in the past somewhere too for a couple of days. And just went away and left everything behind, but that was a couple of years ago.
Okay, so you have some past success that you can draw on.
Yeah.
What strengths do you feel like you can also draw on to take you forward in reducing that time online?
I don't know. A lot of times I can be pretty determined and stubborn. So I set my mind on it and hopefully I can follow through.
So you're able to that determination that I'm not going to turn that cell phone on or whatever it is.
I think it probably more if I promised somebody I wouldn't do it, then I would probably would keep my promise.
Okay.
That's all. I think that's how it worked last Sunday.
So putting your word out there is important to you.
Yeah, like I just sent out a text and said I'm staying offline. That helps. If I do go online, they go, I thought we're staying off. Well, I have to stay off just to prove that I'm not on.
So if you tell people I'm not going online today, and you put that out there, your word means a lot to you.
Yeah.
It's something that would help you to reduce that time online. So George, as we are about to close here, is there anything that you'd be willing to try to reduce your time online?
No, I said I would try and another Sunday, which is coming up, and I can keep that up, then maybe I'll pick another day and do some half days or something.
Okay, so something that you're going to try is another Sunday, and if you're successful with that, you're going to try it again. Well, I know that our time is just at the end now, and I want to thank you for meeting with me online, given that this is something you want to reduce.
Yeah, so that I can meet with you.
We'll have to wait till we can meet face to face to find out if this is something you want to continue working on.
We'll see. I don't think I'd ever give up online altogether.
Okay. Is it something that you would want to meet with me again online, or are you feeling like you'd like to wait and meet face to face? What's your preference?
Oh, we could try maybe in a couple of weeks if this hasn't cleared up to meet again, but
Okay. Well, thank you so much for meeting with me, George. And I'll connect with you, and you feel free to connect with me as well if you want to meet sooner.
okay.
All right. Take good care.
You too. Bye-bye.